Okay, awesome. We have a Spanish lawyer here. That's awesome. Hello, awesome. I'm very happy that you can hear me and see me well. So I will start this presentation by presenting myself because I don't know if you have heard about me. My name is Simona Petrova, and I'm part of this project since 2019. This is the time when I heard about it, and I was pretty in love in it since then. So I became an investor of it. And a few years later, I decided to meet Dennis Taglin in person. So I went to Dubai. That was, I think, in 2020 or 21. I asked him like 50 questions, and I was quite impressed of his answers. So I decided to promote it publicly so more people can hear about it and also have the same opportunity as me. And this is to become a co-owner of it. So this year, actually the last one, because we're already 2024, last year in October, I went to the W.E.T.E.R office again in Dubai, and I saw some of the prototypes. Again, I was very impressed and I decided to start even more promoting it. So I built my team more internationally. So words about me, I'm private investor since 2017. I'm creating my own investment portfolio in different segments, and innovations are my favorite. I'm digital nomad. That means that I can work from every little corner of the world if I have at least internet or phone. Entrepreneur, of course, and I already said about the co-owner in the project. The new thing that I'm gonna probably share about it and you haven't heard about it is that I am a member of supervisory committee. That means that company have few people that are part of this committee. Everyone can become if they want. They can ask the support how. These people, including me, we have full access of the company's information and activities, as well as all of the money that are coming in or getting out of the company. So that means our company is very, very reasonable, if I can say that. And of course, you can excuse my English because English is not my first language, but I still believe that you're gonna understand me well. So with that, I'm gonna start the presentation with showing one short video so you can know a bit more about how our project looks like. And then we're gonna keep with my self-talking and sharing a presentation again. So with that, I'm starting the share of the video.
જો ખાડ ના ખાય ને તો દાંતમાં ફરક પડે કડક નથી ખવાતો કેક નાખી ના હોય તો દુખે ને અંદર મિષ્ટાન ગોળગી નથી
Nasıl yaşlandırmak? Yapmak. А? Вы создали как-то. Я создал самый лучший.
बात बगड़े नहीं हाँ जुदी बात ना बगड़े
बात नहीं बोल रहे हैं
काय जवाय हाँ जेबी चमचीली आवश्यक हाँ ले खाना मेरी चपटी चपटी और दो ही ना खाए चमची
हाँ दे ना
और प्लेट पगाई मारे चमची दो ही मुकी देवा चार चमची लेस वेलू ऊपर से पड़िए ट्रेन 6:30 ट्रेन क्यों साढ़ा छह ट्रेन है ना तो
I hope that you liked the video. I find it very impressive. And after this, I am keep explaining about the project myself. So today's subject is about how can use the wind.
तरुण कुमार पटेल
Let me see, what is it? Say to speak in language. So today's presentation is gonna be about Project W.E.T.E.R. Every week we're gonna have a different subject and I will explain about our different project. So this week we start with W.E.T.E.R. and the answer of the question how we can create electricity just using the power of the wind. This is our beautiful complex. And you can see some of his advantages right here. We can make a building with height up to 1,000 meters, and we can produce electricity with, let me see, what is it again? Okay, I am the admin now. So we can make electricity in 200% more than our own needs. Hold on a second, because I lost the screen sharing. Okay, I'm back. So our building can create more than 2,200% more than our own needs. That means that using the wind, we have a rotor in the middle of our buildings, and with the rounding of the rotor, we create electricity. So the building have enough electricity for its own needs and 200% more than that. And we can use the wind starting from 2 or 4 meters per second. That's pretty low than the other options we have right now. Okay, so I will be looking at the chat. Okay, hi, Sujit. I will answer your questions at the end of this meeting. Thank you. So we can direct and control the airstream using our shields. Okay. Many of you know that using innovations, we have a great risk by someone stealing it. So we are using patents. Every innovation should be patented. And that's why this is one of the first things that the company did, is to issue patents in different countries. So here are some of the countries that we already have patents in. And this is, of course, USA, very important country that is huge. And our project will look great there, as well as Russia, Turkey, and the countries in Eurasia. But you probably know that only these countries are not enough. So we have applications in more than 85 countries around the world. So down here, you can see the countries we already have a granted patent. And up above are the 75 countries that we are still awaiting for the patent to came out. The patents take few years to be ready and for us to receive them. So you can follow their progress in our news channel in Telegram, the one that the company is doing, and also in Dennis Taglin's site. When you can press each country, you will see the application. And for those that we already have a granted patent, you will be able to see the patent itself. So that is very good for, like, example of the girl that we just saw in the chat, the legal girl, the lawyer. Probably she's one of the people who pretty much appreciate the patents that we have for our legal documents. Very, very important part for some innovation project. So with this, I will start answering one of the most important questions, and this is when exactly we're gonna go to the stock exchange. Many people are pushing to go further and to do it faster, but we have to know as a startup project, what we're doing right now is that we are gathering funding. So me, some of you, and some of you will become in future investors in this project, and as well as that we become co-owners in it. But when we do this, when we are investing in the project, our money goes for development of this project. So that means that we have to grant and obtain those patents that we still have to get, the 75, except for the 10s that we already have. And we have to start building our first building so we can show the building companies that our project is working. They can see how our technology is working. And after that, they can start buying construction licenses. And this is where our investment money will start working for us. Our dividends come from construction licenses. I will give you one example. Like if one of you is owner in construction company, they come to the W.E.T.E.R company and they say that they want to build such building. So what we're gonna do with this is having a meeting with the company and showing them our criteria for building. After this, if the construction company agrees, they can start building our own complex. They can buy a license for construction from us, and we will show him how exactly he can build such building. And with this, that construction license costs money. When those money comes in the company, they are being divided to all of the co-owners depending of how many shares each of us have. And of course, as many shares you have, as many more income you will get. So in startup companies, it's most important to join as soon as possible so you can have as much as shares as you can. So let me answer this question. What do we need to have in order for us to go to the stock exchange? This is for every company. That's not specifically for us. This is one of the things that we just need to have in order to get to the stock. The company have to show the income for the 3 years of the sale of the construction licenses. And only after that, we can go to our external stock exchange. So, for example, if we sell our first construction license now, that means we can go to the stock exchange after 3 years. If we sell our construction license next year, that means that we count 3 years after that, as well as obtaining the patents, and we can also add them to our capital of the company. With the second sentence here, you can see that to start selling licenses, we need to show how our technology works. That's why right now the company is very, very focused about finding the first plot, the first land for our first building. So we can start building it and of course showing that to our future contractors. And I also have some news about this, but I'm gonna share it just in a bit. So what we have done by now. If you see that, if you follow the news, you will know that we already have some contracts in Vietnam, for example. On the picture on the left, you can see our model for 80 floors building in Vietnam, as well as we already signed contracts with 3 different companies in Vietnam. So we are now just waiting for everything to happen. You know that for construction, that things takes years sometimes. But of course, we are ready to wait. Because I think that those documents were signed also last year, and we are still waiting for our documents so we can start building our buildings in Vietnam. And of course, find a good land for it. So congratulations to everyone. We already have 3 agreements with Vietnam. So where else? You know that Dubai is one of the most innovative cities in the world. Actually, I think that it is quite the most because I was there twice and I'm every time very impressed of the buildings and the speed of the life itself there. So what are we doing with Dubai is that Dennis is now negotiating with a representative, so we can also start construction there. So about this, we're gonna wait for the news to come, and I will be sharing them on my social media as well as the social media of the company. People who work for the company will share information, and I really believe and hope that soon we will have that document as well, that we're gonna build the building there. On the picture on the right, you can see one of our models for building that can be built in Dubai. You know that such skyscraper is very possible to be built there, and it will just look fine. Not too tall, just as pretty as most of Dubai. So let's see what else we have here. Bahrain. I don't know about you have heard about Kingdom of Bahrain, but it's very beautiful. And what are we having there is that we signed an agreement, I think in November last year, about making a construction there, and it will be with the ice hockey arena. The document says that we will be provided a land until 2025 about a construction there. So again, we're just waiting for the documents to be ready and we can start the construction there. You can see on the picture in the middle that our architect Ruslan Balash was there, Denis Taglin, which is the creator of our company, as well as some of the other people, with also the chairman of the hockey club. This is, let me see if I can say it right, Abdullah Al-Qasimi. So those people signed our contract and we are waiting our building in Bahrain. It will include probably 2 of our technology and 1 is better. On the pictures on the left and on the right, you can see a model of our building and how we think that it will look like. This is our pictures for now. We also have some video material. If you can't find it, it's very easy. You can just go to our website and see the news over there, or you can just, of course, take the support and they will send you some information or pictures. I also have some videos and pictures about it. This in my channels, like everywhere. So Bahrain is pretty good for start as well. I know that we have many partners from India, so that's one good news for them, that we are right now negotiating with India about our first object right there. And with this, I'm answering, I think, one of the questions that I already saw in the chat. So again, let me just read this. We are in active negotiating with the Vice President of the Indian Federation of the United Nations, Dr. Let me see if I can read that right. Harcharan Science, I don't know, on the implementation of the W.E.T.E.R technology in India. Our owner, the creator of the company, the first owner in it, Denis Taglin, already was there a few days ago, and he was in India watching for a land for us so we can start our first construction. One of the reasons is because we are just having good communication with some of the people from India, and it will be quite easy to find a land there. And we, again, are waiting for the documents to get by so we can start our first construction. All of those constructions that's gonna start, we hope this year or the next, we will see. Of course, they all need funding, so that's our job. Our job for now is just investing in the company and as well sharing some of the information so the company can develop faster and start all of those constructions around the world. About this new, about India, we have also a video about Dennis going there and meeting this doctor. So you can go to the YouTube channel of the company, the W.E.T.E.R one, and you can see the video over there because, of course, it's very important as one of the latest news in the company. So here I will explain how the money are being distributed when they go in the company. So when, let me get, for example, $100 because it's very easy for explaining. When a person invests $100, 60% of that money goes directly for funding the project and, of course, implement it in future. But 60% of the money goes directly for the company and for its expenses. And the 40%, and in this example is like $40, they goes to the marketing plan. Every person have the same, let me get the word straight, have the same rights, like me and every one of you. Once we invest in the company, we all have the same rights, and this is to share information about the project and also invite people to become owners in it. When you invite someone, and this is very easy with your referral link. Once you invest in the company, you already have your referral link, and you can start sharing it with people. No matter if that is on personal messages or personal meetings or just social media, you can just share your link everywhere. And if someone becomes part of your personal team, then you're gonna get a percentages from it. And those are the percentages that company is giving us for marketing, 40%. So I will explain now how they are being divided. The first level means that a personally invited person. Like, for example, my name is Simona and I invite Atanas in the company. So when he invests in the company, I will receive 10% of his investments for my bonus. That's the money that company is giving me because I'm giving my time and, of course, knowledge to explain about the project and to give him information about it. If it wasn't me, he probably wasn't gonna hear about the company at all. So this is the marketing money, and that means a first level. Second level is when he invites someone else. In this example, I will get 5% or $5 if the example is still about $100. Third level is when the second person invites someone else, and this is 2%, and all of the people from fourth level below, we have 23 percentages. Let me see if I'm gonna explain this quite easy. When you have someone in fourth level below and he invests, we already have distributed those money, 10, 5, and 2. So we have 23 percentages left for our marketing program, and those money are being divided between everyone on the line above the people who already got a bonus. So if I have a person on my fourth level, me and everyone on the line up to Dennis Taglin, we're gonna get part of this percentage, 23%. And it may sound like difficult to understand, but it's quite automatic. You're gonna get your bonuses directly in your balance account in the site. So this is being explained just so you can understand how exactly it works, and it's quite easy for going down in the levels because the company is quite new. Not many are already co-owners in it. I think only 30,000 people in the world, and I don't know, it may sound so much, it may sound less, but I think that most of the people in the world still haven't heard about it. So our job right now is just to share information, and we can go wild and create huge teams around the world. Like, for example, I have, I don't know how many, I think more than 30 levels below. Very good part of my structure is actually in India, so thank you guys. And with this, I will explain the first steps. I already explained about your referral link. If you heard about this project in this presentation, you have to call to the person who invited you here. Of course, you can first read and watch more videos and information. We have like tons of information, but I tried to explain this as short as possible so I can give you the most important part of the information. So thanks to the person who invited you here, and if you just randomly saw this video somewhere on the internet and you don't have anyone who told you this information before that, you can find me on the social media and of course text me and I will give you a link so you can become part of my team. After this slide, I have a slide where you can find me on the social media. So the first step is just to register in the company. That's how it happens. You just type your phone number and email. After that, you just upload documents for verification. It is ID and personal details, of course, like name, because when we are investing in a company, it's not like buying a bananas on the market. We are becoming a co-owner of it, and the company have to check us if we are good to become a co-owner in the company. And if we are being approved, then we can invest in the company. And of course, this is just for documents part, so you can become part of the register of the company with the owners and your shares to be signed over there. Once you have verification, you can just pick a block of shares and you can, of course, pay. You can pay by bank card or cryptocurrency. We still have the promotion with 10% less money than usual if we invest with the crypto. Actually, that's my favorite way, and that's how I always do it with USDT because it's easier. I know that we're gonna have questions now about how much is the minimum, because always people are asking about it. So it is $100 that we can get also on installment. I say this low because installments are really the best. That's how I always invest, because when you sign an installment with the company, you sign it off the day that you first pay. For example, if I start a 10 months installment right now, I will start paying on the prices from today. And even if the price goes twice or 3 times more expensive in a few months, if I follow my installment plan, I will still be paying on the price money that I started my package. So it's always best for us to make an installment, and we can get the most good actually discount, and we can keep paying our package on good prices. And of course, not all of us have thousands of money who are just laying on the couch and waiting to be invested. So it's very good with installment. We can pick like whatever amount that we want. We can pick like 150, 100. There is no limit. Just the minimum is $100 that we can get on installment for 10 months. 10 months, it's the maximum period. So you can choose yourself how much exactly you want to put in the company. And of course, as much as more money you invest, as much as more shares you're gonna have, and as much as more dividends you're gonna have. Once you invest, you will see a calculator in the site with the projected cost. And one of the next steps is, of course, to share information. Okay, I see a message here. Okay, I think that they fixed it. So I'm just gonna share the screen again. Okay, you can see my screen, right? Yes, so pretty much that's what I wanted to say about the first steps. Once we have invested in the company, then we can start promoting it. If you need more information about this, you can ask the person who invited you here and they will send you more information. Of course, a lot of information is already on our channels. The company also have a Telegram channel where they explain, where they post information about last news. Okay, I will get to the questions right now. So we have that Telegram channel that you can also join about promotion materials, so you can get a good quality pictures and videos right there about for your social media, so you can share more information. One disclaimer here that every person is responsible for their own investment, and of course that every company have risks when we are investing. Of course, we can't know what's gonna happen. There can be another war, there can be like a wave of virus or something like this. And every investment comes with a risk. So you can just screenshot that and read it and also make your research about the project. And then you can decide if you want to become a co-owner of it. I decided, and since 2019, I haven't stopped investing in it. So I hope that more people like me will show up so we can develop this company pretty fast. And with this, I'm gonna go to the questions section. You can ask your questions in the chat and I will answer you. Okay, let me get the chat. Those are my social media channels that you can follow me. Of course, I can answer some questions over there, but of course, I prefer to be during a live video so more people can hear about the answer, because we have like 30, 40 questions that are being constantly asked. So more people will understand more information when you ask in the chat. Okay, first question is, in which country you're looking for land? Right now, around the whole world, because let me see how I'm gonna explain that. If we have a construction company in Bulgaria, for example, because I'm from Bulgaria, it's quite hard this director of this company to go to India to see our first building. So I can explain it by this. We are looking for a land everywhere. The minimum is, I think, 4 acres, if I'm not wrong, for the land. And of course, the country to give us permission to have a tall building, because our first building will be 156 meters. So we are looking a land everywhere, but most probably the first one will be in India. But of course, we wait for the information to come. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, we have a question about shareholding patterns in the W.E.T.E.R project. I have not given any authentic documents of share purchase. So in the site, we have a section that is called AD key, and this is electronic digital key. So you can go and press over there. Also can text to the support and they will send you a video about how exactly you can extract your electronic digital key through MetaMask. And when you do that, you will have documents about your ownership in the company. So you have to do that for every installment or every purchase that you have. Like I have more than 30 packages. So if I want to get AD key for each of one of them, I have to go to the ADK section and extract that document from each purchase. So when you do that and use the MetaMask, you're gonna have your documents on the blockchain, and you're gonna have it like you can download it and just have it on your MetaMask as numbers. Of course, the company also have like different places where where holds the information about all of the co-owners, and it is on a few places, so your shares not gonna be lost. But still, if you want to have that document, it is in the site. It is ADK section. Okay.
Excuse me, host.
Yes, one person answered this. ADK is NFT.
Excuse me, host.
Okay, you can keep texting your questions and I'm gonna answer them. Okay, I'm investor of the project. Could you be so kind as to share that presentation with me? Yes, of course. You can find me on Telegram or Facebook, and I will send you my presentation. Of course, you can also use it. It's actually, I did it pretty fast for 2 days. Okay, someone is texting in Indian and Ratan. I'm sorry, but I cannot understand you. Can you please translate this in English so I can explain your question? Okay, I see a question, may I date you? But I'm sorry, but no. And we can just stay on the subject about the W.E.T.E.R project. Okay, Sujit is asking that other companies are giving ADK certificates. Why not our project is giving also? As I already explained, there is such section in the site and you can just go into your personal account. And since we have no other questions, I will just try to show you. But I want to hide my investment.
Hello?
So when you go to your profile and you press portfolio, you see here a balance. Okay. So when you press portfolio, you see a purchase, a reserve of shares, and ADK. So once you press the ADK, you will see all of those. Those are your documents for ownership of your shares. So you can just press the button release ADK and you can just send it through the MetaMask. Again, text the support and they will send you a video of how exactly to do this. But you have all of those, right? So that's our all different purchases about for different project, because in the site that we already have W.E.T.E.R, Voda and Gorat inside, so you can just download the ADKs for all of those three projects inside. Okay, do you have any more questions, guys? I can answer them. Okay, thank you. Thank you, King. Okay, show on your screen how we can check our investment. Okay, I just showed that.
Hi. Vimal hai yaar Dilwal.
Okay, I think that was a pretty good meeting, and next week we're gonna have a different subject. So me and the company will discuss which project we can explain next. So most probably this will be either the most newer project Voda or Gorat. Because I don't know, the moment I heard about Voda, I just went all in.
Hello.
Like I bought a huge installment plan.
Hello,
Actually,
madam.
3.
Hello.
Your Instagram, I don't have Instagram right now. I'm sorry, my friend. I stopped using it because it was taking so much time. But I'm using the Facebook and Telegram and TikTok. Thank you too. Okay, I see one last question about one person that is still being confused regarding his investments. I'm not sure what exactly do you mean. Okay, I will try to explain it in one sentence. So once we have our verification, we can invest in the project and we can pick one-time purchase or an installment plan. So in order to do that, we go to the balance menu, we press the plus and we deposit money. We do that either with crypto or with directly with debit card. Once we have the money in our balance, we go to the portfolio section and we press to the company that we want to invest in. Either it's W.E.T.E.R, Gorat or Voda. We just press in this example, buy shares of W.E.T.E.R, and we choose a package right there. So we can just type like $500 and we can pick different months for installment. So we can either pick 1 month, 2 months, 5 or 10 months. And we are using the money from our balance so we can make a payment. Once we have a payment, we will have that $80K on our portfolio section. And with having this, we can follow just the video that I told you about. And you can use MetaMask to get your electronic digital key. And it's already in the site once you have that purchase. Yes, I'm Bulgarian. Okay, so thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure to me. I was a bit nervous because that's my first live video in English, but I think that it went well. It, of course, can be much better, but I think I will be more relaxed when I do this every week. Thank you for your time, for your energy, and your questions. Thanks to the person who invited you on this presentation, and I will be happy to see you as part of our company, and we together can make it real. We can make such buildings all around the world, and we can have one green electricity for just using the wind. Have a great day and text me if you have any further questions. Have a good day.